All right, boys and girls, one of the things that we have to do with our measurement unit is we have to use a ruler. So we're going to be practicing that this week with this activity and also in IXL. You will take your ruler and you will line up not to the end of the ruler, but to the line where the 0 is. You see this line right here with the 0? I'll bring it in closer. That line needs to be lined up with the start of your object. And all these objects in this activity have lines at the front and the end to help you with them and measuring. So then you have to figure out, we know where the 1/2 inch mark is in between each inch. It's that longer line. So this is 4 inches, 4.5 inches, 5 inches. But we don't measure just to the nearest 1/2 inch. We need to figure out how many marks are in between each inch to know which each of these little dashes mean. So we have to count them. So I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1/2 inch is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the new inch is 10, which means we're talking in tenths. So I will look and I say, okay, the nearest inch before we get to this line is 5. So it's 5 inches and some part of an inch. 5 and let's see, 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 parts of an inch out of the 10 parts making up the whole. So this mustache is 5 3/10 inch long. And I'll make sure I put a space in between that 5 and that 3/10, so my teacher knows that I'm talking about a fraction and a whole number. Let's go down and look at this key. Same thing. I have to line up with the line at the 0. I cannot line up with the end of the ruler. I look at where the end mark is, and the nearest inch before it is 7. We cannot look after. We have to look before. So it's 7 and then some portion of an inch because it's not directly on the line with the 7. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 1/2 inch, 6, 7. So it's 7 7/10 inches long. Let's do the last one together and measure this fork. So do I have the ruler lined up correctly? No, because I have the ruler lined up on the edge, not at the 0. So I line up with the 0. And then I look all the way down to the end. The nearest inch before this mark is 10. So it's going to be 10 whole inches and then a part of an inch for my fraction. So 10. And then let's see, 1, 2. And we know it's tenths. So this fork is 10 2/10 inches long. I hope that you find this helpful as you're working through the rest of this worksheet, and you'll be able to move your ruler right on back up to the top so you can see the objects. But you have 4 slides to go through after the one we've just done with you as you use the ruler to measure.